It's been a lifelong dream to go to both Greece and to India.
Yeah.
Now, I never thought I'd be doing this at this particular station of my life with a cane and having just been married. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Sujata.
We knew you as willing to travel.
I was traveling all over the world, but then came the pandemic.
I was traveling too, but I had a stroke in 2016. And now together we're going to travel the world, rediscovering romance and adventure. Yeah, Bruce, I just kind of felt like zooming you for a couple of reasons. One, you've known Sujata for a long time. Two, without getting into intimate details, you've had mobility challenges yourself, possibly, I think, as I have. So I just wanted to knock some ideas back and forth with you.
I mean, I'm very conscious of mobility issues because I really have them. I mean, I have to use a walker, which is a new development for me. And I realize through this whole experience that you actually have to learn how to be disabled, both in terms of what can't you do, and you sort of get used to that, and then you start to figure out what can you do. That must have been a real shock when you woke up, came to from your stroke.
All right, I'm in a coffee shop not far from where I live, and I'm feeling all of a sudden lightheaded. And it came on me for whatever reason just to do the self test for stroke. Move your tongue from one side to the other, put both arms in the air. No problem with the tongue. I could not put both arms in the air.
Yeah.
By chance, a friend of mine came into the coffee shop and he said, "Here, sit down." So I went to grab a seat beside him. My leg gave out and I ended up on the floor with people screaming around me saying he's having a heart attack. And within 5 minutes, I was at the hospital, and yes, I had a stroke. Quite a serious one.
Right. Well, blessings. You survived.
See,
Yeah.
I'll let you know some of the things that are on my mind. Okay, it's been a lifelong dream to go to both Greece and to India.
Yeah.
Now, I never thought I'd be doing this at this particular station of my life with a cane and having just been married within the last couple of months. On the other hand, I'm excited as hell about going. I really am. But I'm also scared.
Yeah.
Now I have this wonderful woman here who's wonderful in every single way, but she wants to go go up the steps of the Taj Mahal and so on, and the Victoria Memorial in Calcutta.
Well, I mean, as I said in my piece for your wedding, you're clearly an adventurous man if you've married Sujata, because she is a very adventurous person. And as we know, I mean, she's traveled all around the world and has made these crazy trips and likes to go to places I would never go to. It's like, oh, I want to go to Iran and I want to go to, which would be absolutely fascinating. I'd love to, but there's she's not afraid of risks.
The other thing is, okay, a big thing that kind of dominates my fear is really, I feel very sensitive about my body image. And I feel sensitive about looking like I'm cumbersome, awkward.
But I hear you. Not that I actually feel this about your, how you look and uncomfortable, because you do have to get used to being a disabled person who uses a cane, and people are going to look at you differently than they did prior to your disability. And that's just a reality. Now, I don't care what people think, and I was on this site for people with my illness, and they were always talking about how they were falling over. And I mean, my big thing is avoiding falling over, because if I broke an arm, I wouldn't be able to walk. I can't. I need my both hands and arms in order to operate my walker, and so I can't. It's too much of a risk for me. But these people kept saying, and I'd ask, I said, "Aren't you using a walker? Why are you falling all the time?" And they wouldn't be using a walker because they were too embarrassed. And I think, who gives a flying fuck what anybody else thinks when it is exactly what you need for mobility? And again, I mean, you just have to be monitoring your own sense of safety and say no to things that were no-brainers prior to this.
See, the quandary that I'm in is I want to say no to things, but I want to say yes to more and more.
Right, right.
So that's the balance I'm trying to achieve psychologically.
Right,
so
right.
With the prevailing outlook that I will not be defined by my disability, but I will be informed by it.
And I mean, you can certainly do all the traveling. And then if you find yourself in a situation where the terrain is too rough or something like that, you can say, you know what, I'm just going to stay here and I'll be fine. You go ahead and do what you need to do.
I'm all right with that. In fact, I've done that in Montreal with Sujata and I a number of times.
I mean, you know, she gets it. I think she does. What do you think? Does she get it?
I think she does. No, she's very good because I say she doesn't push me, but in a certain way, figuratively, she pulls me.
Jeff, how was it?
Well, we're kind of missing our luggage right now. All of it, 3 pieces. And you know what? I'm so into Greece, I don't even care.
Come travel with us. Please subscribe to our channel, Fierce Travel.
So do it.